3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Herbert just beat the play clock. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Lets it fly for Thielen. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
A check down here to Jones.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Mayfield. And the ball is knocked down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Adam Thielen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Caught. Kelce, left side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Again, Herbert. That swung out wide to Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here. They snap it to Herbert. And in for the Lions touchdown. Adam Thielen on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And trotting back out onto the field, Travis Kelce. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has some...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
This offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack on first down, Mayfield.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Mayfield. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert now. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And again, it's Mayfield.
Hitting Juju on the slam.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got it.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Patrick Ricard.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead now down to 20. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. McKenzie returning it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
1st down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mayfield on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Patrick Ricard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again, so
touchdown, Detroit! Curtis Samuel, 47 yards. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield.
A check down here to Jones.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.